Good evening, Silver Stackers. Tasmanian Silver Stacker with you here from the box making bench. And I'm going to borrow that from Mr. Zeke. Now, this is a video response to Silver Stacking Insomniac's questions for part of his contest. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, then go check it out. He's got some really good stuff. He's very articulate, which I think is important. Now, what are my favorite current coins? Okay, well look, it's really a toss up between three of these. Okay, we've got Mr. Zeke's round. Okay, and this is personalized. This is, you know, hey, there are many like it, but this one is mine. I love that one. I love this one that the dragon made me. And this is an awesome round. Oh, I love this one. I mean, they're both great. And of course, there's the Isle of Man's coins. Now, the reason I like this coin, and these are hand poured. I still call them coins. They're rounds, but I still call them coins. But between the three of these are my favorites. Now, thing about this one is that this is the only year of production that was a reverse proof, okay? And this is the last year of manufacture. They're not making these anymore. So the Isle of Man coins are no more. The Pobjoy Mint and the Isle of Man have separated, and they're not doing these anymore, which I think is a pity because, you know, it's a beautiful round. But at the same time, I think they knew this was going to happen, and so they said, all right, well, let's make one last one, and let's make sure that the one last one that we produce is going to be the shit. Okay, this is going to be the out of the ballpark, the absolute best coin that they could do, and I think they did a really awesome job on it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful coin. If you haven't got some of these, you should get some, because once they're gone, they're gone. That's it. There will be no more of these. So, yeah, I mean, I've looked at the other years, the 2015, and I think there's a 2014 and 13 as well, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But they don't really interest me. This one is the one that interests me. This one is the one I really, really like. So, that is, yeah, that answers that there, Mr. Insomniac. Now, I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to set up a thing, and I'm going to show you some box making, you know, some woodworking tips and tricks. And I did actually finish the box for the dragon, and it's made from blackwood and hewn pine, and it's a really, really beautiful box, but it's his box, and it's up to him to show it off. I'm not going to do that. That is his property. So, all right, just let me pause this, and I'll set this other thing up. And we're back. Okay, so in front of you, you got a bunch of different things here. All right, you got router. In this case, it's a Bosch. Okay, you've got a plate. Okay, and you've got a jig here. Now, what this is this allows me to thickness timber. So you can change its thickness. So, for example, if you've got a big piece of wood like this, right, and you want to take it down to a thinner thickness, this is about 30 or 40 mil thick. So if I wanted to take it down to, say, 28 mil, I could do that by putting this in here. Now this is obviously far too big. So in here, there's a riser plate, which is what this is. You can take that out, and then you can thickness material up to about 30 mil. Now you make these you get MDF or plywood, because you know that material is going to be square and level and absolutely dead flat. And the two rails, you also buy DAR timber, or what's referred to as dressed all around. That means it's clean, it's square on all sides. And the reason for that is this is got to be dead square, because if it's not dead square, you're not going to produce dead square timber. Okay, so I'll just pause the video again, and I'll set it up and I'll show you how it works. And we're back. Okay, so, oh, shut up, cat. All right, so now the router is attached to its base plate. It moves freely back and forth. All these surfaces are waxed. And what you do is you can then lower the router to its desired thickness, walk it off, run it. You can adjust the speed, what have you. Now, the thing about a router is that it's just a motor. Really, all it is just a router. Okay? So, it's just a motor. It just spins. So the important part about this is don't cheap out on the bits. Okay, this bit is a Diablo. These are made in Italy. They are razor sharp. They're not cheap bits, but if you buy cheap bits, you'll get cheap results. Okay, it's that simple. So the router you can get away with just being a sort of average router of average expense, but the bits are what count. So you can have the crappiest router in the world. As long as it spins and goes up and down, it doesn't matter. But if the bits are good bits, the results will be good results. So, I guess I gotta let the cat out just a second. Alright, so now that the cat's gone, we can get on with what we're doing. So again, what this does is allow me to create thinner pieces of timber that are dead square. And the other advantage of this, of course, is you can take a piece of timber that is not square, okay, and you can make it square. So if you get an irregular shaped piece of timber, and I'll just get one, let me pause it again, bloody hell. Alright, so this is a piece of hewn pine, okay. And I usually carve tikis out of this. But say if I wanted to make this into flat boards. Now it's hollow in here, and it's round on the top. So, you know, you're not going to get a square board out of this. But by using this method, and you can make these rails as big as you want. You can make these jigs as big as you want. And you just screw it down to a workbench. You would put this in here. You would do a couple passes with this to create a dead flat space. Right, a dead flat surface, rather. You then flip it over on that dead flat surface, which is because this is dead flat, and 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 this is dead flat. It's flat, okay? So, you can then turn this into boards. But it also means that any irregular shaped piece of timber, say a piece of timber that was 30 mil here on one side and tapered down to 25 down here, or it was, you know, 15 or 20 on this side, you can actually even the whole thing out, make it level, make it a usable piece of timber. So that's actually kind of a very useful thing to have. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go check out Silverstack the Insomniac if you haven't already, because he's always got good stuff. And I hope everybody has a good evening. And I'm going to go curl up on the couch now with the widow and eat fried chicken and make a pig of myself. Anyway, as always, comment and subscribe and the usual stuff down below. I do appreciate all my viewers very much, and the giveaway that is coming along nicely, and we will have a result here shortly, and then I'll send it off to whomever wins it. Alright guys, take it easy. See ya.